So, spawning in the bottom right, it is Jade with the Protoss pieces and then on the top left corner, it is Harley with the Terran pieces, and we see Harley pulls out with a 2-worker lead. And Jade has not built any workers. She goes straight to a forge. I'm pretty excited about this. Jade is known for her cannon rushes, although there is no probe going out on the map. So I wonder what she's getting a gateway first. That's good. So far I'm liking what I'm seeing. Harley over here with the proxy supply depot. Now I've never seen that before. Now I've seen everything. It's hidden in the grass. She will never find it. So right now is a little. Now while we're waiting for, oh, he's coming out. I wonder what he's doing. A sneaky SCV. Let's see what he's doing. Will he be proxying? Oh, proxy barracks. This could get messy. But looks like Jade, seeing the future, builds a photon cannon. Although I don't like the placement. It should either be on the ramp by the base, or at least more by the structures, I guess. I guess it's kind of by the structures. Okay, that's a lot better. That's a lot better spot. I like that spot a lot better. See, because the thing is, tagging up the ramp is so hard, because until they get to about this position, up the ramp, half up the ramp, they can't see it on top. So I have to get right next to the cannon for them to shoot at it, and then it's at a choke point. Like, by putting your fence by ramps is one of the best places. What else is she doing? Another cybernetics score. Wow, pretty good. But she has no gas production, so that's good. By building that by a 2.5 minute mark is great. But she has no gas whatsoever. No one in gas, no nothing with gas building. But she is taking a second nexus on the third or fourth base spot. Generally, people take their naturals right by next to the base, but I guess Harley and Jade have their own plans. They take whatever bases they want. They don't follow the standard code. They take what bases they want. Now, the supply is in favor of Meta Wolfden. As you can see, the workers, the army is not that big of a deal in this one, but the workers, that's the whole story. Harley having 10 more worker lead on Jade, and see, he's building workers. Oh, she's starting to build workers now. She's just started to build workers. You start out with 12, and she's so far built 2 in 3 minutes. And StarCraft is one of the hardest games in multitasking. You have to build your base, build an army, while looking at what the other person builds, and looking at their army, and destroying their entire base without getting your entire base destroyed. Get that off of there. And so it's a lot of multitasking, and especially new players have a hard time, see, like that, producing. Now the thing is, if you struggle with multitasking, you might want to queue up 3 or 4, maybe even 5 if you struggle with multitasking that much, so you don't have an empty nexus. Because it is possible to get this whole thing saturated with workers. 16 people on the minerals, 3 people on each gas. Let's see how Harley's base is. See, like this. It's possible to get your base looking like this within 2.5 minutes, at least for Protoss. For Zerg, it might be faster. For Terran, it might be a little slower. I'm not sure. But Terran has his magical. Well, this is probably the best unit, called a Mule. It mines minerals so fast. It's crazy. It's unfair. But hey, Terran has to have something going for them. But see, look, full base mine mineral, and then only 12 and 2. And to make matters worse, we got Reapers coming up. Kind of late, but Bronze League heroes, so you can do whatever you want anytime you want. And 2 Zealots come out. Unfortunately, Zealots are a lot slower than Reapers, but the Zealots will still manage to somehow push the Reapers off the cliff. They come back up and say, nope, Zealot's scary. And it looks like that might be it for now. Now, just a fun fact, this is my 3rd attempt recording this. The first time my recording program just had a black screen. The second time, I did the whole thing. Oop, Reapers come back up, and they're like, nope. Zealots are scary. Roar. Fire. Those guys are scary, man. Like, even though you can run just around them, nope, they have laser swords, man. Don't mess with those guys. Now, Harley, not doing as good saturating his second base as he did with his main base, but considering how Jade doesn't have any workers, like 4 workers killed. Oh. So 4 workers killed. So that actually puts him in the lead. Maybe he feels comfortable, but he's not whispering his. Oh, we got a Liberator. Oh boy, this might be bad. We got a pro barbecue coming up here. Let's look at the. Ouch. That just hurts. Oh. Unfortunately, Zealots cannot hit air. And now he's coming up the entire. That has no production. Fortunately for him, Jade has a second base that he doesn't know about. So Harley, but still the damage. 14 workers. That is a lot. He's just running out. And it looks like, oh, we got a stalker coming. Now, fun fact. I don't know. Okay, she's going to go with 2 stalkers. Fun fact. As long as stalkers don't go into the circle of death, you only need 1 to chase it away. Unfortunately, 1 stalker went into the circle of death. The other stalker is a little smarter. And this guy will run for his life. Now, while there's... Ooh, there's 2. Uh-oh. Harley means business. His harass is on point this game. Super good at harass. Yep. Let's see, let's look at Harley's base. So if I was Jade right now, because Harley is by far in the lead. He has, oh, wrong setting. His army is about the same actually, but let's see. Actually, her army is pretty good. If she went out and attacked, perhaps she might be able to get some damage done. But Jade will probably bunker in. So if I was Jade right now, I would be filling this up with, that's good, with probes, building probes, not so good. Let's get production. But I would build a bunch of workers and try. So Jade doesn't know about this base at all, but she hasn't even scouted at all the entire game. That's another thing. Oh, and she doesn't have stalkers this time. Unfortunately, they step into the circle of death, but in the end, these guys die. I'm gonna try to get. Oh, does not get away. But the thing is, Jade right now. If I was Jade right now, I would. You have when you're this far, when you kill that much workers die, you have to attack and maybe take down just as much workers or their production or something. Because right now, if Harley, I'm happy just sitting back because, yo, I've just killed 20 workers. Like that's crazy. You just keep back making workers, making a bigger army, and it's just a simple math game. Because look, this supply tells all the story. Harley is so far ahead. Jade, if she wants to have a chance in the game, she's gonna have to do some damage. But it is Bronze League heroes, and attacking is scary, especially if this is what your map is. The map is a very dark place for Jade. She has no clue. On the other side, Alright, so something I just realized is after about 10 minutes, my free version of the screen recording times out. So I kind of have to do everything again. Yeah, this is quite the learning process. But, let's see. We got...
Research complete.
Harley just found everything out you need to know about Jade. Look at Jade. Oh, we got a hero club coming out here. Building a nexus, going to try to steal his resources. While Harley, while mining. So Harley is way ahead. The supply tells the story. Oh, he's supply block. What do you know? Yes, supply block. Game is hard. But he has 3 mining bases. All the 2 of them are only halfway being mined. Well, this one's actually pretty mined pretty good. He has 3 mining bases, while Jade has 2, but only 14 workers. So they can pretty much only has like worth 1 mining base. Pretty much. And she's putting some zealots to reinforce her forward advanced base. And so yeah. And because Harley and Jade, they don't follow the normal pattern of base taking. They take whatever base they want. And so far, it's worked for Harley. She has his proxy base. He gets minerals, a good defense, and clever harass. And the thing is, these guys are cloaked, so Jade cannot see them. Yep. They're having a nice peaceful mining, and then the army comes, but there's no detection. This is kind of why I say you should put 1 or 2 cannons in mineral line, just so exactly this does not happen. Next time Jade plays, she'll probably put a cannon by her mineral line. But right now, these Banshees are having a lot of fun. And so look at 25 workers killed. That's crazy. I don't think Jade will be able to come back from this. But if I was Jade, the only chance she has is look at her army. There's the only chance for Jade to has a winning is to do damage. And her army is a lot smaller. I don't think she doesn't know that because one thing too, a lot of mistakes. So Harley actually, so he has a scanner, he can actually see that there's something off going down here. And once he notices it on the map, he'll probably go, oh, he just looks, look, he must have been listening to me. So he just noticed it, and instead of attacking, he's breaking down this wall to make a wall. You can interact with the map. In StarCraft 2, sometimes some maps, they have rocks you can break down. And Harley, being a defensive player, instead of going there and killing it, he doesn't know it's there, he doesn't scout it. Instead of, he's going to block that off, just in case Jade's doing this crazy proxy. Because, unlike us, he doesn't know that she only has 35 reply. Jade, smelling this, builds a bunch of cannons. But Harley, seeing the structural error of everything, goes and kills the pylon, depowering all the cannons, and now that is over 1,000 minerals dead. And they didn't even kill 1 person. Let's see. Yeah, Jade has only killed 3 units. And I don't think she killed any units that time. 2 of them were the Liberators, and I think she might have killed 1 other unit somewhere. But 1,000 minerals, and nobody on Harley's side died. That is... Harley must be feeling really good about himself. That is quite the trade. Nope, I think everything's going wrong for Jade. That's Harley has a very passive style. He'll sit back and build up and wait for an opening to strike. And for this game, it is working. And it looks like Harley is taking down this pylon. It won't stand a chance. And now, not only does Jade have no workers, she now has no production. This game is pretty much over. I don't see any way Jade can win. The supply ties on 21 supply plus 113 supply. 78 army versus 14 army, and Jade's and Harley's army is also more high tech than Jade's army on top of that. It is, I don't know. Oh, sorry, I called GG. But she is doing a counter attack. Oop. No, I didn't mean to do that. But she finds a Marine. The Marine chases the whole army. Single Marine chases the whole army of Jade away. That is quite the hero Marine. Good job. He needs a gold star. Good job. So meanwhile, this Nexus not doing as well as that Marine. And we have an army moving over here. Interesting. Oh, another thing, so Harley has this awesome use of stim pack, but it does damage to them. One thing that's very common with Marine balls is in there it gives Metafac, which heals nearby biological units, including Marines. Something I like to do is when I'm playing co-op, your teammate's a Zerg, and then you have a bunch of Metavacs healing up these weird-looking aliens. It's pretty funny looking. Alright, so Harley's still going to town. He's targeting all the pylons. So pylons, without pylons, Pro doesn't do too well without pylons. And Harley's demonstrating a perfect way of how to cripple a Protoss. Harass, remember line, attack the pylons, and Harley with very little big engagements, or actually pretty much no big engagements. The one big engagement over here, Harley just wrecked. There was no contest. But with no big engagements, Harley managed to cripple Jade's economy. And by economy, he also crippled the army, because if you can build units and they can't, you don't have a bigger army. And, oh, something else that's overpowered about these guys is their battle cruisers. Super big. And this Nexus won't stand a chance. And this is her last Nexus. And when we work with her, because she only has 100 minerals left. She can't build any more workers. This army right here is the last army she has. So this is the only thing she has, and this probe, which is going to find the proxy supply depot. It was spotted. I was wrong. In the beginning, I said that I don't think she'll ever find it, and she did. I was proven wrong. But these battle cruisers will have a zealot barbecue. Nope, pylon. Gotta attack that pylon. So, what Harley has to do, since Jade will not tap out, she has no pylons left. She cannot build anything. Except, oh, nope. So she this probe's clearing up here. I wonder if it can do anything. But, yeah, that guy's done. Alright. So, Jade is not going to tap out to all her buildings. Once all your buildings are destroyed, it's going to be she's going to be forced out of the game. It's a forced loss. Most StarCraft players will, once they get to this point, or before this point, when they know they're going to lose, oh hey look, these guys got off their, these guys are actually moved. They've been kind of chilling for a while over there. But most players, when they get to this point where you know you can't win, it's basically this probe versus everybody. They'll be polite and GG because they're going to get the game over with and everything. But eventually, Harley's going to see this pylon and he's going to kill it. I'm about to time out. But once this pylon dies, Jade will